Today, the Erie theater community is mourning a heartbreaking loss. John Burton, a beloved performer, director, teacher, and friend, has passed away unexpectedly. For decades, John wasn't just part of the Erie Playhouse, he was the Erie Playhouse to so many who knew him. In this video, we're remembering who John Burton was, what happened, and why his legacy will never be forgotten. John Burton was a legendary figure in Erie, Pennsylvania's theater scene. He spent decades performing, teaching, directing, and mentoring at the Erie Playhouse and beyond. To audiences, he was a commanding performer with a powerful voice. To castmates, he was encouraging, kind, and deeply generous with his talent. And to students, he was someone who made you believe you could be better than you thought possible. According to multiple tributes from friends and colleagues, John Burton passed away peacefully in his sleep. The news came suddenly and has left the Erie theater community stunned. Carl F. Larice described the moment as a dark day for our Erie Playhouse family, confirming that John passed away overnight and calling him a giant in Erie theater. No additional details about the cause of death have been made public at this time. The Erie Playhouse released an emotional statement honoring John's extraordinary career. John appeared in well over 100 productions, making him one of the most prolific performers in the Playhouse's history. Some of his most memorable roles included the Beast in Beauty and the Beast, 2004, Sebastian in The Little Mermaid, 2015, Old Deuteronomy in Cats, 2009, and again in 2025. He also headlined John Burton in concert all the way back in 1985. From West Side Story and Jesus Christ Superstar to Rent and The Prince of Egypt, John's resume touched nearly every major production Erie audiences love. But his impact didn't stop on stage. John Burton also served as youth theater director and worked behind the scenes on countless productions. Most recently, he was the assistant director for the Erie Playhouse's current production of Frozen. In a touching tribute, the Playhouse announced that today's performance and the remainder of the run of Frozen is dedicated to John Burton. They described him as a supportive friend, a kind human being, and someone you couldn't help but love. The loss of John Burton has sparked an outpouring of deeply personal memories. Janet Landreth Woodruff shared that she was part of the original John Burton fan club during his Mercyhurst days. She recalled sitting in hallways just to listen to his voice lessons, saying simply, "What a voice he had." Mary Jo Laup remembered meeting John at her very first Erie Playhouse audition in 2003. New to town and nervous, she said John immediately welcomed her, explained what to expect, and made her feel like she belonged. She described him as a physically imposing presence whose talent took up even more space, adding that his commitment to excellence pushed everyone around him to work harder. John's kindness extended far beyond rehearsals. Channa Rudzinski-Moffat shared a touching story about her daughter, Sully, who performed alongside John in The Prince of Egypt. They bonded over Disney, especially Eeyore. Today, Sully wore an Eeyore pin and Disney bracelet that John had gifted her as a way to remember him. Bill Doan, who lived with John years ago, remembered singing together and joking about mice in their apartment, which John decided to name instead of chase away. Moments like these paint a picture of a man who was warm, funny, and deeply human. Jolene Johnson-Jeffrey called John Burton a theatrical treasure. She remembered his reassuring smile during auditions and his attention to detail, even asking what color she was wearing so he could match her on stage. She described him as charming, graceful, and someone who held high expectations, not to intimidate, but to elevate everyone around him. John Burton's loss leaves a silence that will be hard to fill. The theater lights in Erie may feel a little dimmer now, but his legacy lives on in every performer he encouraged, every student he taught, and every audience member he moved. To know John Burton was to love him. Our thoughts are with his wife Sue, the Burton family, and the entire Erie theater community during this difficult time. Rest in peace, John. And thank you for the music, the magic, and the memories.